Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test account. Want to run through the answers with the Trial of Mystery. Also check out the Wish Finder. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty upset because when it comes to the Wish Finder, they have an opportunity to update the chests and the rewards that we get in there. Unfortunately, they have really failed to do that, as well as guild bosses. We've been waiting for guild bosses. Last year they were talking about guild bosses. As it sits today, we haven't seen or heard anything as it sits right now. So day one, it is the wealthy vagabond in the tycoon's death. That, of course, is going to give you the two clues to go ahead and get some rewards out of there. Second day is going to be ever near, and the cemetery sounds are the two, again, going to give you the rewards. Day three is the mysterious treasure and the stash secret. And the final day is the secret code in the marine chronometer. Those are the two that are going to, of course, give you that final prize, giving you those Stargazer scrolls. That's the only reason why we're definitely looking to do this. Now, looking into the Wish Finder, this is another one where you're going to have to find these specific wishes. Now, hanging on a tree, you can see, try looking around the dark forest. So when you go to the dark forest, you can actually go ahead and see where this is going to be. You can see right here, we do have this little piece. It will spring up or pop up with Lucius right there, and then he'll go back and hang the wish. We'll click on this, and of course, it will give us the ability to get some scrolls out of here. Now, within this game mode, like I said, there's a couple different rewards, and ultimately, we do get, and I wish there were a few other chests in here, maybe some engraving mats, but I believe since this has been out, we have seen this exact same style of rewards since this has been out. And of course, looking at this chest, it's sad. It is really sad, guys. A little bit disappointed when you look at the hero trace chest, because thinking of Estrelda, Lucius, Brutus, you have Verk in here, you have Laika, you have Tassi, you have Mishka, and then you have Wukong. Wukong is probably actually the only one that I would recommend getting in here. All of the heroes are far out of the meta. A lot of them, including Mishka. Tower formations, you could beg maybe the difference with Mishka, but overall, looking at the rest of these heroes, not really any utility at all. If you're really early game and you have access to this, Brutus really early game can make a difference with one single copy. But again, if you're a player who's been playing for a while, there's no reason to get any of these copies. And of course, Wukong is one, once you get to the point of having your celestial heroes already up to 5 stars, you can actually use the rickety cart. You can do the exchange for the additional copies you're getting of these heroes. And unfortunately, you can't get them through stones, but you still can get them in regular summons, and you can get them in the chest. Now, we see this ring true with Wukong right here. We also do see it with Flora, that you can go ahead and you can get the copies of those two heroes in the entirety. Now, looking at the docket of kind of what's coming, and I do want to talk about the two new heroes, as you can see right down here. Treasure Scrambles on the iteration. Also right here, the Temporal Rift is still going on with the temporal feedback. Overall, not too many new things coming. We know the Vault of Time is coming to an end, but again, not a ton of things that we're seeing on really coming up. Now, a lot of questions also about the new hero that is going to be coming. On the test server, we should see the new hero in patch notes on Wednesday, like we traditionally see, which means the following Tuesday, so not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, will be the global release of the new hero. We are hoping that it is going to be of the 4 factions, and really building on that, we want to make sure. Engraving Rewind is still up if you have not used it. And then, of course, the Dimensional Exchange. This is going to be a little bit different timing because this, of course, is on the test server. And I've gotten so many questions about this. I want to talk about the exchange, and I want to kind of show you the way to exchange this, or the logic behind the exchange itself. I get a question at least multiple times a day over on YouTube. Who should I exchange for? Should I get Albedo? Should I get Sheltier? Should I get Ainz? Who should I do the exchange for? And again, this video, guys, right here, Sheltier is the one you should get. Now, the reason being, when it comes to getting the resources and building out this hero, getting this hero today is going to guarantee you have access to the hero. We're starting to see a lot more utility with Sheltier within the Treasure Scramble. Even a couple other game modes, she is starting to appear. Sheltier is the one to get. Now, the reason behind this, or the logic on why, not only is she falling higher in the utility list, she's actually falling up in probably about the A to maybe the S tier as we're seeing her right now, hoping there's going to be a little bit more utility. But in addition, when you go outside of the Dimensional Heroes, you can get them in the Garrison. You can still Garrison Heroes in here. And you can see you have Ainz and you have Albedo that you can Garrison in here. So even if you don't have the ability, or you don't have a chance to get the exchange and do the exchange for Ainz and Albedo, get shell tier and focus on getting shell tier in the entirety, because essentially when she leaves the exchange, you're going to have to wait 5 to 6 months if you do not get shell tier now through the exchange. If you wait and you miss the exchange for her, you're going to have to wait 5 or 6 months before the hero does come back on the exchange. And if we see her start and really continue to build a lot more utility in a lot of different game modes, you are going to miss out on months of gameplay without having the hero, making sure again that you are getting shell tier in their entirety. Now, I've also gotten questions from not a lot of other players about the Garrison. Guys, when it comes to the Garrison, this is the place that you get dimensional heroes. That, of course, are the older dimensional heroes. Got a lot of questions about Rimuru. How do I get Rimuru? Where do we see them? They are in the Garrison, guys. Same with Shuna in the Garrison. They're all in here. You can see even Rem and Amelia are here. We have Albedo up here. Getting the heroes out of the Garrison, you really have to be careful, because thinking of the Garrison itself, pretty much this top row, nobody's used. Even thinking of the second row, we really don't see a lot of utility out of Ezio. We're not seeing utility within the classic version of AFK Arena with Ainz. Albedo, it's kind of a give or take. A lot of places, Albedo, even with the update, with all of the skills and ability updates, not seeing a lot of use. But when you start looking at, Shuna, when you look at Rimuru, when you look at Amelia, and when you look at Rem, all four of those heroes, including shell tier, are still seeing quite a bit of game mode. When we start going through iterations of the Treasure Scramble, when we go through iterations of the Cursed Realm and the Nightmare Corridor, we are still seeing these heroes in a couple different formations, still having a lot more heroes. Now, of course, with the exchange, this does require these dimensional stones. Right now, I caution you, do not use the dimensional stones if you want to do the exchange for shell tier. I have seen so many players that'll go in here, they will overindulge in the dimensional stones. Then they will see that they fall short when it comes to getting shell tier in the entirety. Make sure, like I said, that you're waiting for the exchange itself. Once you do get a dimensional hero, they run over to the Temple of Time. This is where you do get the linking between different heroes. This is how you level up and how you get stars on the heroes that you get, on those dimensional heroes. It is the linking of the dimensional heroes that does provide the stars within the game mode. And you can see a lot of these. We have dimensional keys, which again, we're not really going to get into, but they do come out of the field of stars with dimensional keys to go ahead and use the linked enemies or the linked heroes essentially together. But like I was saying, though, guys, big picture, Wishfinder needs to be updated with the chest. And of course, you can see Lucius's wish. Even in here, look around Ranhorn. So if you hop out of here, you go into Ranhorn, chances are you're going to see it probably sitting around somewhere in here. And usually they don't really try to hide them very hard. This one, I'm going to have to see exactly where it is. I didn't even look at the clue because I knew where Ranhorn was. I'm wondering, sometimes they do drop them right inside like a first level like this, that you'll actually see it in somewhere. But I'm going to have to see, what does it say? We might not be able to find this one. The things so it talks about Dira, which I'm assuming is going to be the same that we're seeing within the tavern, maybe. We'll have to see where exactly we're going to do this and where we're going to find the second clue. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I'm going to look around and see exactly where the second one is. Make sure that we get it, but that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Wishfinder. Also, what you think about the Trails of Mystery. So again, that's going to do it, or Trails of Mystery. But that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.